Hi, everybody. Welcome into the NASCAR Illustrated studio. I'm Stephen Levine here with Daniel Suarez. It's time again for Gaining Traction, which is the opportunity we have to talk to up-and-coming drivers. Of course, Daniel, you're up-and-coming in some ways, but you're an established star in your home country of Mexico in the Toyota Mexico Series. Yet here you're part of NASCAR Next.
NASCAR Next.
And part of the Drive for Diversity program. Tell us just a little bit about how all this got started. Was racing a family tradition, or is it just something you came to on your own?
You know what? This is an important point because, to be honest, I don't come from family racing, so everything was new for me when I was 11 years old. I started doing just a few races for like a hobby because my dad just bought me a go-kart and let's do a couple laps and that's it. We do a couple races in the States actually and a couple nationals, and then we start doing more professional. And right now here we are one of the best series in Mexico in NASCAR Toyota Series, and an important program for me here in the States with the Drive for Diversity and road racing.
I talked to a lot of people in your position, and a lot of people, well, my dad was a racer. I got my first kart when I was 3, and it was what we did as a family on the weekends. I assume, though, with it not being part of your family's sort of background, there was a pretty big learning curve?
Yeah, for sure, because actually not just for me, for my whole family, because my mom was so nervous in the beginning because for her was so different, has a son driving a race cars. For my dad, obviously, he always support me in my career, but was different, still different, because we were learning each step together. So to be honest, I think my career professional start when Escudería Telmex, who is the best development drivers in Mexico. They are so strong in Mexico. They took me around 4 years ago, and then start my professional career.
Now, the motorsports culture in Mexico, I know that stock cars are gaining popularity, but is it still sort of an open wheel F1 culture? Or?
Right now, NASCAR Toyota Series is the strongest series in Mexico. Right now, NASCAR, the people in Mexico know NASCAR. The people in Mexico follow their teams, their drivers. So that's pretty good, because I think the culture is getting something very similar than how it is here in the States.
Now, as I said, you're sort of an established star in Mexico. You finished, I think, 3rd last season, is that correct?
Yeah,
finished 3rd. You have 4 wins, yet you come to the States. You're part of the Drive for Diversity program. You're in the K&N East series. So you go from being sort of in the top series in Mexico, an established star, to sort of starting in a feeder series here in the States. Was that difficult to go from high profile to regional series?
Yeah, for sure. But I think, in my age, I have 21 years old, so I think I can learn a lot about these changes, because right now, like you say, this is important point, because in Mexico we are like the big party, and here in the States we need to start again, almost again, but with a little bit of experience, because in Mexico we learn about pit stops, about change tires, all this kind of things we used to do in Mexico. We don't do that in the K&N Process East, but in the next step, in one of the national series, you need to have this practice, and probably I have a little bit of those practice thanks to the NASCAR Toyota Series in Mexico. But I'm really feel lucky to be part of this great program in the Drive for Diversity program with road racing, and part of the NASCAR Next. This is, I think, my 2nd year with them, and I'm really feel lucky to be part of this.
What is the Daniel Suarez 3-5-year plan?
To be honest, right now I'm just thinking and win a bunch of races right now and try to make a good season in this 2013, and try to make some good steps for the next year. Not just be one of the national series drivers, be strong over there, and try to learn about all this work in NASCAR, in ovals. Obviously, we are working really hard for this, and the goal is be the first Mexican driver in the Sprint Cup.
All right. Well, you've got some people. You got Germán Quiroga to beat. I think you could take him.
Yeah,
I think you'll
for
get
sure.
there first.
Actually, he was my teammate 2 years ago in Mexico. We were teammates. I learned a lot about him. He has a lot of experience, but right now he's working on his way. I'm working on mine, and obviously he's working for the same goal. But let's see what we can do.
Let's see what we can do. All right, Daniel Suarez, we'll be keeping an eye out for you in Cup in the next few years.
Thank you.
Thank you.